The Democratic Party is an organized crime organization. It coerces people, it shakes them down, it forces them, just like Diddy. They be Diddying people. What's the difference between Diddy and the Democratic Party? They both start with D. You heard about Taylor Swift, right? She endorsed Kamala Harris. And I can't wrap my head around why you would want to do that. Not in this climate. Yeah, I don't see her gaining anything from doing it. 81% of voters surveyed in the ABC News Ipsos poll said Swift support for VP Harris will not influence them. 6% said they are more likely to vote for Harris, and 13% said it makes them less likely to back the Democratic candidate. It has diminishing returns. My point is, I don't see why Taylor Swift wants to get involved in this. She's actually losing fans. And I know she's a billionaire, guys. I get it, she's a billionaire. But she's actually losing support from fans. And here goes the clip. I saw this on TikTok. Her name is Nadine Lynn, and she put a video out that went viral, couple million views, talking about her decision, what she had to do regarding what Taylor Swift did about endorsing Kamala Harris.
Holy smokes. I can't believe my last post had so many responses, but I gotta tell everybody, I feel so encouraged. So I want to give an update on how yesterday went, because when I made that video, I hadn't talked to my daughter yet. She was at school all day, and I had felt God telling me that I needed to sell my Taylor Swift tickets and cancel our trip. I was super nervous and just had butterflies in the pit of my stomach of how I was going to tell my daughter after school that we weren't going to be going to Taylor Swift on her 13th birthday, which she'd been looking forward to for so long. So I pick up my daughter from school, and man, I'm so nervous. And I tell her, honey, I've got some bad news. And she looked at me like I was going to tell her somebody died. And I said, no, it's not, nobody died. But God told me that we're not to go to Taylor Swift. And she immediately started tearing up, crying. And then she looked at me and she said, Mom, I understand.
Let's pause here for a second, guys. What she's saying is that she feels God told her, we can't support Taylor Swift because we don't like what she's doing politically. You think this lady's by herself? Read the comment section of Nadine Lynn 12. Read the comment section. Get a chance, go to TikTok, check out the video. There are many, many comments from people that support what she's saying, people that agree with her. And I'm not saying it's going to hurt Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is a billionaire. Once again, we all know that. We all know it. But people don't like bad publicity. This is a very divisive situation to be involved in. Why would Taylor Swift do it? Why is Taylor Swift involving herself in this? Don't tell me she's doing it to save the whales. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking at this lady like, both of these parties support genocide that's happening right now. And Taylor Swift, I don't know if you're noticing that, but it'd be good to end the Ukraine war. That'd be good. I think some of the over 45-year-old men that are being drafted in Ukraine right now to fight a war against Russia to get in a meat grinder might not want to really do that. If they'd rather be home watching Netflix. But we got a proxy war going on. And Zelensky has no soul, so there it is. And he's not fighting, so, have at it. So there's a lot of hypocrisy going on here, right? And there's a lot of blood on hands. But what I'm saying is still does not nullify the fact that what I'm saying about the Democratic Party and about what Taylor Swift's doing. And you can't tell me that Taylor Swift and the people sit back, they're a corporation. They sit back and go, oh, what I'd love to do is get in this. It's not like it's Kid Rock. Kid Rock comes out, he endorses Trump. That helps him. There is a positive net gain for Kid Rock. He can tour comfortably just off Trump supporters for until he decides to retire. He can do those songs for the next 20 years. just off the Trump following, the MAGA following. Kamala doesn't offer that. It's not a huge Kamala support base. There's anybody but Trump base. But that's not the same thing, is it? That's why Kamala didn't have support before this. That's why she had to get installed, because if Nancy Pelosi had a primary, Kamala damn sure wouldn't have won it.
You had reportedly said you wanted a sort of an open primary if Joe Biden stepped down. Did you change your mind because you saw all the excitement around Kamala Harris?
No, I didn't change my mind. We had an open primary and she won it. Nobody else got in the race because she was politically astute and
ain't enough black women in America to make that happen. That never would have happened. She dropped out in 2020 without a single. I got the same amount of electoral votes as Kamala Harris. And I wasn't on any ballots. And don't say she didn't have the name recognition. She was attorney general and a senator. And couldn't get a vote. How you drop out before the game start? How you do that? I mean, Cory Booker didn't do that. So what I'm saying is, what's the incentive for supporting someone when it doesn't help you financially and you're a business person? It can only be downside. She won't get any new people from doing this. She will lose people. This mother has gone viral talking about how God told her, don't go. Like Kamala said, don't come. Don't come. So I'm saying, there is no incentive for people to support the Democratic Party. You really think Ricky Smiley's doing better because he did that? You think Ricky's doing, but you think he's selling more tickets? It's not with the people, guys. Look, in order for it to benefit you as an artist or a performer or whatever, as a celebrity, you got to have a base, a fan base. Unless you're going to get some deals working for the Democratic Party on the back end, unless it's a quid pro with the DNC heads, which makes this basically an organized crime. That's why I was saying I compare the Democratic Party to a mafia, to the mob. You do this for us, we do something with you. We give you the South Side. You give you the tenements over there, the projects. We give you a little bit of territory. Work it up, and then we'll work out, put you in the books. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not because the voters going, wow, great, we love it, Ricky, when you curse at us and call us names. These people don't discuss the election issues, political issues. So what I'm saying is, what's their incentive unless there's kickbacks from the Democratic Party? And if so, if that's the case, isn't that an organized crime? Isn't that corruption, frankly? When people are doing things for favors from an organization, isn't that sort of what Trump got in trouble for? Kinda? Because you can't tell me the incentive is the fan base. Because there's no following behind Kamala Harris. So what I'm saying, guys, think about it yourselves. Just consider what I'm saying. The Democratic Party is an organized crime organization. It coerces people. It shakes them down. It forces them, just like Diddy. They be Diddying people. What's the difference between Diddy and the Democratic Party? They both start with D. I almost bought that one. I know that's a stretch, right? But I'm being serious, though. Real talk. Why would Taylor Swift do that to herself? I had Ben and Jerry on the show. Why is Ben and Jerry making ice cream about Kamala Harris? Didn't they sell the company? Why are Ben and Jerry making ice cream, the Kamala coconut ice cream? Why? Why would you do that, Ben and Jerry? They've been on the show. Back when they supported Bernie. Interviewed them, great guys, fun guys. Like them. But why would they support Kamala? What? They've had a relationship with Bernie for the last 20, 30 years probably. What relationship do they have with Kamala Harris? Weird, creepy type of point I want to make. God is telling them not to be fans of Taylor Swift, not to contribute to her business. That's not good for business. These conservatives, the evangelical class, are saying God's telling them we don't rock with you no more because of this support. Why? You mean to tell me all the people that the corporation called Taylor Swift, forget just one person. Why would Taylor Swift do this with a corporation of advisors around her? So what I'm saying, I just want to present the idea to you that there is more to this than just fleeting, like overzealous support of someone. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, oh, I never thought about that. I just like supporting people, so I wanted to support Kamala Harris. Nah, it's a big deal. It's a presidential race. It's kind of a big deal, Johnson. It's a presidential election. There are billions of dollars on the line, if not trillions. There are industries on the line. Wall Street's on the line. This is amazingly big. This is not something willy-nilly. You have a couple of drinks like, hey, I'm gonna throw a couple of dollars Kamala's way. Yeah, a donation, that's nothing. We're talking about endorsement that makes news. So I think that, once again, I believe that there's more to this. I think that the Democratic Party is running an organized crime institution. I think some more needs to come out. I want to see who's involved in Diddy. I think that Diddy was roped in with the Democratic Party. Obviously, that's not even a question. That's not even something that needs to be debated. You can't debate that. There's too much footage.
Yeah, there you go.
Y'all. Thank you. and I just want to say how much I appreciate Puff Daddy for doing the kinds of work that he's doing, because he doesn't have to do this. But this is part of what is important about giving back.
Yes, we applaud you, and I want to apologize for not sweating, but I do this so much. I'm so cool. I just want y'all to see everybody I'm interviewing is sweating. I'm not even touching my brow. I'm so cool, and I want to apologize. I ain't trying to make you look bad or nothing like that, but I'm just so cool. We
a t-shirt. I tell you, if he was wearing one of those fancy designer clothes he's designing, he'd be sweating just like me.
And I kind of wish we could get this bigger. Can we get that bigger, Tim Black? Well, anyway, we got pictures of, is that Prince Harry? Oprah, Jay-Z, Weinstein, and Obama. There we go. That's what we got. Yeah. Just a little something, something. Meryl Streep, George Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, Beyonce, Jennifer Lawrence, Matt Damon, Julia Roberts, Robert De Niro, Taylor Swift, Samuel Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, Mark Ruffalo, Eva Longoria. I mean, I think if you're a billionaire and you feel that you have to support this party, you have to. Even billionaires can't fight the Democratic Party. That's dangerous. I don't think that everyone who's coming out for the Democrats are doing so just because they just feel like it. And Pete Burley, powerful mob analogy. Hey, man, they shaking them down, Johnson. That's what I believe. I believe it, man, because when I look at some of these folks, you know what? Thank you. Let me elaborate a little bit. Now, I've given D.L. Hughley as much smoke as a man that you can give a person, right? I've given DL lots of smoke for his over-the-top endorsement of Kamala Harris. I just feel like, man, this is way cringeworthy, right? It's not the stat, it's the 180-degree turnaround. This guy was like, Like he was saying no Kamala. He was a no Kamala. And he's from California. He was there. He's been living in California his whole life. She was a prosecutor. attorney general, and then a senator. And he was still like, no Kamala. And then all of a sudden, he becomes her biggest fan. And he said he saw the light. Did you see the light or did you see something else? That's all I'm saying. Is it possible that something's over the head of D.L. Hughley? Because it's inexplicable what he's doing. It doesn't help him. He already had the biography with Obama. Why would he need to do this? Kamala is no Obama, and the popularity is nowhere near the same. Come on. There'll never be another Obama. What's the incentive? Like I said, maybe there is for some people that are obscure. There are people maybe they're making a couple bucks on, but D.L. Hughley ain't in it for that. He not making a couple bucks, right? How do you go from being a harsh critic to the biggest supporter, all because I did my research? Look, dog, I've done research on Kamala. What research have you found? There is nothing in Kamala Harris's background that will make you go, I'm a staunch supporter, she's amazing, unless you are brain dead. What could he possibly have found that would make him do that type of turn? That he's at events, that he's publicly shaming himself? He went in front of the whole world, 16 million people, DNC convention, and shamed himself again publicly. I think there's mob ties in this. I think that something's going on. And I think people are being coerced into endorsing and supporting Kamala Harris. Not everyone. And when they say that Trump is vindictive and Trump gonna come after you, I think they are actually projecting that. The reality is, it's the Democrats. The Democrats are the ones that I know have a list of people. I remember I reported on Hillary and her list. Right, her list of people that betrayed her, that they kept on the wall in their team room. They called it the war room. They had it on the wall. So when they say that Trump's doing that, and I just gave you names of people that had run-ins with Trump, their careers didn't stall. Remember Claire McCaskill? She was one of the people on the bad list for the Clintons. Once upon a time, Clayton Bigsby, Stephen Django. Clyburn was on the bad list because he endorsed Obama over Clinton. He was on that bad list. That's why he doubled down and went so hard in 2020. It wasn't enough. 2016. In 2016, he went so hard for Hillary. It wasn't enough. Nothing could save her. Because this is the season for catching the vapors. So don't dismiss what I'm saying out of hand. Consider it, because these are powerful people. And once again, I think D.L. Hughley is a perfect example. A perfect example of what I'm saying, because his swift turn, that don't make sense. The guy's going out publicly shaming himself for what? You apologize. You said, okay, and you have to go out, not just on your own platform. It's not like he ran a campaign to destroy Kamala. Even if he was being legit and telling the truth, what campaign did he run? What did he do? Did he put up billboards across America saying don't vote for Kamala? I don't think he did. He said something on his radio show. Everybody doesn't get the D.L. Hughley radio show. What are you talking about? Why would he need to go in front of 16 million people and say, I've wronged Kamala? Why would he need to do that and beat himself about the back with a belt with nails in it. What kind of weird S&M garbage are we witnessing here? Humiliation? Is that what we watched? A humiliation ritual? Yeah, it's starting to work on some of you. It's starting to think about this because it makes no sense. Once again, Taylor Swift's a billionaire. She ain't going to benefit from doing this. And what's so amazing about Kamala that you would want to do this? She ain't rescue a single kitten from a building. What has she done? What's her signature thing that was so amazing that she's hanging her hat on? What'd she do? Like, real talk, what'd she do that was so amazing that people are like, hey, it's worth all the people that are boycott me, all the people that now say God talked to them and told them, bump Taylor. It's no upside. The report said, the polls say her endorsement actually hurt Kamala's numbers. And the prospects, the people that she's trying to, Taylor Swift's audience by and large, are children. They can't vote. And of the ones that are old enough to vote, I hate to say it, they're the most unreliable voting bloc there is. Just something to consider as we go through this process. That's all. There's something I was thinking about. I thought, hey, why not do a show no one else is doing on a topic that's kind of current that people might attract their curiosity, but also make a statement that's based in, this has a foundation in reality. Because I'm sure some of you had to wonder, what the hell is it? We got these black entertainers coming out and cursing us out, calling us names to their own fan base. Luke Campbell came out and cursed out people that grew up on his music. Called them, flurry filth. Cussed them out. Called them a bunch of MFs and Bs and stuff. Dumb Negroes, ninjas and stuff. People that helped him buy his cars, his house, his lifestyle. Why would you do that? Don't tell me DL has never performed in a red state and would like to perform there again. What's the incentive? I'm trying to figure it out, Johnson. That's all. I'm trying to make sense of it all. We figure it out in real time together. The Democrats are making them offers they can't refuse. There you go, Donald Moore. That's where I'm getting at. That's where I'm going. Sierra singing at the Super Bowl, she lost a lot of fans. It was during a boycott. She got paid. I get it. She didn't think it would be that bad. Took her 2 years, to get over that. She's probably mad I even brought it up. She's like, I'm trying to get past that milk dud head. Don't bring that up. And I'm not even sure if it was Sierra. I'm sorry. Whoever that person was. And now that I think about it, I think it was Chrisette Michelle. My bad, Sierra. Damn. You know what? Forget it. I'm not sure who it was. Mary J. Blige did a serenade song to Hillary Clinton that did not age well. Looked horrible. I don't know what she got for that. I'm sure there was something. But when it's not something, like a payment, a concert, like, what are you getting? And my thing is, maybe it's keeping somebody off them. Maybe it's an insurance policy. And when we start talking like that, that's racketeering. That's RICO. Isn't that RICO when you use your business to coerce people or fraud or something? And isn't that on the same street? That's all I'm saying. Isn't that like in the same realm? All right, guys.